Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. We are on the cusp of going on our, well, hero's journey, just to fill in some, well, remaining options we have in our hero quests. But for now, we have to finish off our crusade for Spud. I have gathered the ingredients, so we should be able to fulfill it now. So let's see. Hopefully I only needed one. Let cooking begin!
Now, what was it we needed?
And there it is. And ta-da! To surprise is finished! Bon appetit! It's good. Whoa, this is amazing! I never knew you could make potatoes taste this way. I could eat this every day for the rest of my life. And there's so much. I think this is the first time I've truly been full. With Colony 9's help, we've taken a big step in resolving our food supply issues. We're indebted to you. Oh, I'm just glad we could be of service. I'm going to get back to the fields. First I think I'll try some special spongy tada to surprise. You've got 2 ticks and that's it. Oof, what a slave driver. Now it's exciting to wait for a day of harvest of spongy spuds. That's for sure. Everyone's a wannabe potato farmer here. They're going to have bigger fields than Colony 9. No competition here. The more potatoes we have, the more peace we'll have. At least, that's what I want to believe. You've made a first step today, Xeon. And more steps towards your ideal. I've never really thought of it as an ideal. I suppose it is. And maybe it's just a small step in the grand scheme of things. But for me, it's a pretty big one. Quest complete. The spongy spots have made their way to Colony 4, but Colony 9's mission to end food supply related conflicts has only just begun. Toast potatoes. Okay, so we're gonna get a quest to go to the next location in the quest line.
We're well rested.
The quests keep on coming, they just don't stop. So, I've been wondering, between the potatoes from Taion and the potatoes from Colony 9, which do you think is tastier? Friend then stumbled upon ultimate question. Not even close. See, for my money, the Tao spot is the best. It's got that sweetness and the little taste that lingers. I'm not sure myself. I think I might prefer the Colony 9 ones. They don't fall apart as easily. I like that they're a bit more solid. I suppose I'd have to go with Tao's. No deep reasoning though. Yeah, I don't know that I can choose. For me, Tao edges it, I guess. I haven't really thought about it too deeply either. They were just good, I think. Riku have a soft spot for Colony 9 potato. After witness struggles of Xeon to grow, eating elicits feeling of sympathy. You make a good point. Alright, Xeon gets my vote too then. Well, that's got nothing to do with the taste anymore, does it? Please, to wait. Nana need 3 days to consider question in adequate depth. It really wasn't that kind of question. Just some bonus experience. I can deal with that. Alright, so I guess it's time for us to
Let's move up.
Start discussing which hero quests we're gonna do. Yes, because we only have to know upon register, and I have no idea how to complete this one, so that is fine. So if we go to System and Hero Roster, we have a whole bunch of heroes here, and some of which we can potentially now complete their hero quest. There are also a few that we can't. Those will leave till the end of it. If I find the time, then we can do that after we finish the main game. But the ones that are already ready right now, I feel like I have an obligation to at least fulfill those. Because like Ethel, we still need a quest to get her to be mature. I'll leave that one. Let's see. Need to open it all up just to see. Ooh, or can we just... Yeah, I think... No, it's just profile. We cannot switch. Completed, completed, completed. Well, at least the main cast is completed. That's good. Visit Colony Lambda with Isurd. Alright. I guess that's gonna be our next one. The Miyabi, so this one is also still ready to go. I think this is also ready to go, so we got 3. I don't know if it means they are ready or if that's the quest we need to fulfill before they are ready to do so. Well, we'll take those characters and... I think this one is not ready yet, so yeah. So many still left to do, isn't it? Yeah, most of them are just have them in the party and go to their general location that we need to do. Okay, so shall we do a few? Alright, let's start with Isurd and see if we can do that.
Let's walk the path ahead together.
Alright, and let's head over to Lambda it is.
Looking at Colony Lambda now, wouldn't you agree that it's recovered some of its spirit?
Definitely. The atmosphere feels different to how things were, even a little while ago.
Perhaps the change isn't a vast one, but something is indeed different. If we hadn't met you, perhaps this change wouldn't have taken place. We'd have retreated into our shells.
All we did was give things a little push. I'm sure you'd have managed this by yourself, is it?
You're most kind. Either way, that doesn't change the heap of problems I'm facing. They need fixing, but I can only manage a few at a time.
It's not good if you push yourself too hard, Commander. Getting some rest is important too.
Rest? Not sure how I'd go about getting some rest. The way things are here, I always end up busy, almost without intending to.
I suppose as long as you're at your home colony, things just turn out that way, huh?
And you know, we ain't exactly experts in the art of taking a load off.
True, we're more expert of taking the load of others.
That reminds me.
Do you have an idea, Taion?
Well, this could turn out to be nothing, but earlier I heard a Nopon merchant talking about something called a natural spa.
A spa?
Supposedly it's in a remote place, not easily reachable by people.
What's remoteness got to do with getting poor Isurd here to relax?
The Nopon also said it contained lots of nutrients, stimulated metabolism, promoted blood circulation.
So you're saying if we get our hands on this spa, then even Isurd could get some rest? He'll be able to recover, basically?
Well, he could rest. Recover, that's more up to him.
Like I said before, the information is questionable. It's only something I heard in passing.
Taion.
Commander, I'm sorry, I know it's hardly a credible source.
I think I like the sound of this.
Huh?
I say we go out and we find this spa thing.
I'm not really one to talk, but I didn't think you'd be so into this.
Well, I have a passing interest in things of that ilk. But, I don't want to keep you from your journey.
Nah, don't you worry about that. More importantly, how do we go about finding this thing?
Why don't we ask somebody in the city?
Right, better than just us racking our brains about it.
My thanks, all of you.
Just leave it to us, Commander. We'll give this our undivided attention.
And there it is. The Effervescent Heart. Hero quest accepted. Right, looks like we're gonna go to the city. Right, I thought that's what it said. Alright. Let's just trust in our ears that we heard it correctly. Ah, there it is. Let's start with this one here. And then just work our way throughout the city. And I'm guessing then afterwards we discuss it and then go on the hunt for this spa. And when we find the spa, we're gonna drop Sigurd into it and see what happens. He gets boiled, or he gets recovered. One of the two at least. Off searching for more booty, are ya? Perhaps we ought to go at it again. Ouroboros versus the Triton family. How about it, you mangy crew of landlubbers? Oh, you bet we won't lose this time either. You bunch of bilge-slurping sea swaggle? Sena might be interested, but I think she's the only one. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you a question. What's that? We are looking for something called a natural spa. Natural spa, huh? Well, never seen such a bounties of nature with my own eyes, I'm sorry to say. Bounties of nature? What, you don't know even that? I guess you younglings only know what you know. But if you ask around amongst folks my age, you should find someone who can tell you all about them. In fact, someone I knew once used to go searching for spas, but they're in elusive spots, never to be found. Spots like... well, you'd hear all about them being in a forest or under a cliff or deep in some cave, but nobody could ever find them. I see. Hang on, maybe that old man's been to... no, maybe he's dead. Don't see him around these days. Might be dead. Okay, thanks, sorry to bother you. Oh, sorry, I couldn't be of more help. No, you're helping a lot. Let's go. Yeah, saying that you knew somebody, but he probably is dead right now.
Imagine what that might even look like.
In all honesty, I don't consider that helping. Now, first we need to talk to the people. So basically, we need to go to places where old people reside. Hospitals and parks. That's basically it, isn't it? Alright, let's see if we can find out. Could we have a moment of your time? What's wrong? There's an emergency. We want something called a natural spa. We were hoping you might know where we can get one. So you want a spa, do you? Do you know something? Sorry. It's just I hadn't heard anyone talk about one in a good while. That's an quaint pastime and no mistake, but you know, a spa is something you can just have. It's a pastime? You mean like a hobby? No, long ago people used to go to great lengths looking for natural spas. Soldiers tired from war would heal their wounds with their help and then come out ready to fight again. I guess you could say a spa is something you immerse yourself in. It warms your core and soon enough you're better. So our records say. The more we hear about this, the stranger it sounds. You soak your body and it heals? Right, though I'm sorry to say over however many decades they've all but just disappeared. They can disappear. Yep, you can go looking for one, but I wouldn't hold out too much hope if I were you. This has been a great help. Thank you kindly. So far, we got zilch and 0. Let's hope the third one will give us a little bit more than that.
Discovering the unknown serves as a good motivator.
The youngest from Colony 15 were kind enough to carry my luggage for me, save my poor aching back from breaking in two. A nice considerate bunch of kids they are, though they could afford to work on their manners a little bit, it must be said. Yeah, but they're part of a family now. I'd like to ask you something. Oh, dear. What? Do you know of something called a natural spa? Oh, I never thought I'd hear anyone ask about those ever again. Oh? Do you know something? Why, yes, of course. People used to talk about spas until the armies came home. It's a place where you could heal your wounds, warm your spirit, and strengthen bonds with your fellow men. Whoa. They did all that? Oh, but I've never been to one, you see. In fact, They say they all dried up decades ago. Don't they exist anymore? Oh, they're not something you'd find just anywhere, and not many here in the city know about them. But there's someone who might? Oh, there is. I think if there's anyone who can tell you, it's him. He's called... Oh, give me a minute. We're counting on you, love. If you don't find it, Isurd here is gonna shrivel and die from stress. Oh, come now. It's not really that severe. Oh, well, it's the man people call the Trivia King. He's got to know what you need. Brilliant, thank you.
The more I hear about these natural spas, the more curious I become.
Me too. Even though I know what a spa is, I'm still curious. Alright, let's discuss it and see who this Trivia King actually is. Because if he knows where a spa is, we want him.
We could do with some food. Could you all come round for a second?
Looks like the city's welcomed the Colony 15 refugees with open arms. Isn't that amazing? Well, they're surprisingly adaptable, them lot. I was sure they'd cause all sorts of trouble, given half a chance. What do you call what's already happened, if not trouble? Well, I guess we should be glad the city folk are so understanding. Ah, well, it might help that they weren't super antagonistic to begin with. Yeah, and it doesn't seem like they even really think much in terms of friend or foe allies, enemies and all that. It's almost like they're not thinking about stuff makes it easier to make friends. There might be something to that. Admittedly, it's a hard notion to put into practice under regular circumstances. Are we saying the Colony 15's lot is secretly kinda awesome? As the first Kevesi colony to ever interact with the city, you can certainly call them trailblazers without a hint of irony. Okay, just don't say that we're where they can hear you, okay? Knowing them, they get even more insufferable. Probably.
Where should I start?
So, what do we know about natural spas? To summarize, hardly much of anything, except that they can heal and restore you. Well, we did get the most concrete info, huh? Nobody's even been to one. Look at this poor Claude. Isurd's so haggard, I think we're gonna lose him. Oh, just how do I look to you? Well, one thing's for sure, we're not gonna find one with what we've got so far. Well, we've got no clue where one actually could be, like in a forest under a cliff. Yeah, realistically, we can just blindly search everywhere. But it does sound kinda cool, right? Just soaking your body and somehow healing? Yeah, but soaking in what? It sounds like a lot like a bath. It can just be a bath, right? From the way they talk through the saying. But I've never been in a bath that healed my wounds. Maybe it's a question of using the right soap? Sir, I hate to think we've wasted your time, but if we can't come up with any more results... I'm grateful for your concern, but honestly, I've been enjoying myself. We might not have found anything after all searching, but there's just something in all this talk. Just hearing that gave my heart a much needed jolt, though that might not be the best way to put it. Oh no, I think you have it right. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't care what happens. Let's keep searching for a little bit longer. Then let's go ask the bloke that people said would know about this whole spa business. What, that Trivia King guy? Or the supposedly dead guy? Well, the report of his death would still turn out to have been a might exaggeration. Well, we don't know whether Trivia King and his dead or not guy are the same person, but it's worth finding out. I know I've said it before, but I've certainly saddled you with a tough task. Enough of that. We're giving your spirits a lift and all that. Once we find this natural spar, we'll chuck you right in. Then you better really find it. True. Alright, do we know this Trivia King? Or do we need to search around to find this person? That's the one advantage of having quest indicators. There's always a chance that we already know the person in question. Now let's get a little bit closer. All the way up there? Where were the letters? At least I think that's how we get there. Don't fall off. These things can be a bit unstable. Does seem like he's at a lower pace. So I'm guessing we need one higher and then fall right on top of it. Oh well. There's probably an easier way to get there, but until I find one, this will just have to do. Don't want to die, but... Ooh. Oh, no, I missed. Oh, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Oh, that was a luck of the draw, definitely. Ah, Khotan.
Excuse me, kind sir.
What? A bunch of hoodlums? Trying to gang up on an old man, eh?
No, sir. We're searching for a natural spa.
What did you say?
Oh, we're searching...
If it's spas you're asking about, I'm who you need to be talking to.
We are talking to you, mate.
Well then. So you're the kids going around making noise about spas. You think talking to me is the way to get at all my secrets?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
You might be whippersnappers, but I can respect that kind of grit.
You think he actually knows anything?
To be honest, I have no idea.
I'm wondering.
Me too.
We heard that there was someone who knew much about spas, but that he had passed away. What did that old codger tell you? I ain't dying anytime soon.
Mind telling us about the spas, then?
When I was young, I used to go around them all, and a lot. There were about 4 of them. The one I liked the most was the Nordal Natural Spa. At the time, my back was killing me, but one dip, and it was healed. Amazing! The odd thing was, it was just a foot bath. I dipped my feet in, and it healed my back. What genius came up with that, eh? I only ever found 4 natural spas, but I also heard rumors of another secret one. I bet it'd do marvels for one's back.
Mate, we didn't come here to chat about your flipping back.
Hey?
We want to know where we can find a spa. If there's 4 of them, then you can...
No, they're long gone.
What?
Gone? You say?
Thanks to kids like you with your wars and whatever, they've been blown up, filled in. Huh? Natural spas need water that gushes out of the ground. No gush, no spring. You might find something if you start digging, though.
Dig. That's your advice.
Though in times like these, start digging holes and people will think you're crazy. Well, you certainly turned out to be a font of knowledge. I don't regret this at all.
I feel like Taion regrets it a little bit.
Don't take it to heart, Taion. We tried our best. We'll just have to accept the result. We may not have found a natural spa, but the time we spent was still worthwhile.
I suppose, Commander. You suppose nothing. You should let someone finish when they're talking.
He's an old man. An old man likes to tell their stories. You should give him the time they need.
There is still the secret spa that I couldn't find. Oh, to be more precise, there might be...
What? Really?
I heard this when I was still young, so it might not be too credible. But the rumor goes that there was one in the Brasser geothermal belt. But I couldn't make it. The place was crawling with monsters, inside and out.
So there is hope after all.
Long time ago, lots of people took refuge there. But not one of them came back. That's how dangerous the place is. So, The spa might be there. It might not. That's why I couldn't recommend the place to you.
There we go then. Hey, is it?
Indeed. It might be there, it might not. The more uncertain it sounds, the more it gets me excited.
Weirdo. What if it turns out to be a massive waste of time?
It's not a waste of time, he's spending time with friends and he is enjoying himself, so I think that alone is already worth the adventure.
I never thought I'd get so excited at searching for something unknown.
Soak yourself in the spa the way you're getting now, and you're liable to broil yourself to death.
I'll take care. Thank you kindly.
Oh, nearly forgot to tell you. How to properly use the spa. Pin your ears back and listen.
I've ever seen Hope's Rest? Yeah, we have actually. Way back when our founders lived there, but the catastrophic attack scattered them far and wide. Those blasted Agnians made use of their castle in that opportunity and took the land for themselves. If we ever got that fertile land back, the folk here in the city would live a lot better, that's for sure. Alright. Let's see, in the Cadencia region. Alright. I've been to that place, I've explored it a lot. In my journey to discover hidden Nopon for the register, but they weren't there. But I can see why it would be considered a spa, with all the stalactites there and steam and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we can simply walk through.
Smell coming from over on the right.
Is this like a rare thing?
Yeah, because the enemies here are not super hard, so they tend to just leave us alone, so... Let's make the trip, look at the spa, and hey, if we get the chance, throw Isurd into it. And of course, every now and then, picking up an item or two doesn't hurt anything. Because who knows, with a little bit of luck, we might be able to
A rare thing?
complete the card with it. Because I think we've now 3 or 4 different colonies on max affinity. Doesn't mean we have all of them, so I say do what we can.
Could it be that our natural spa is up ahead?
It is. And last time I was here, it was not dried up.
Oh.
So, this is the spa.
So it is just a great big stonking bath.
Looks can be deceiving. They told us it has special properties, remember?
The humidity is insane. Do you think the water's hot?
Oh, it's definitely hot.
Huh? Hold it. Something's here.
Seems we're not the first visitors today.
Weapons ready.
Well, time to spice things up.
They may have arrived before us. If they want to fight, we shall give them one.
And by the time this fight is over, the whole boss will be contaminated by blood. And yet another natural resource destroyed by war. Yeah, I think there are only 2 in here that are actual trouble. The rest is just cannon fodder. going down. Almost there. Yes.
You're a fire, Lanz! I must prove myself useful to you. Thanks! We can do better yet!
Enemy's broken away from me. Come here.
Here we go! Too late for you,
Come on, it's just a normal enemy. But he does play a very mean horn, that's for sure.
We're unstoppable with you around, Sena.
Those guys, they healed up something crazy.
Was that an effect of the spa's waters?
Does it matter anymore? Now you can just dive right on in.
Huh? But,
Right. Ready, is it?
As promised, time for us to chuck you in.
Hold up! I don't remember making any...
Oh yes, we did.
What? What is the meaning of this? Commander, are you okay?
Other than my heart, I believe I'm quite alright. Thank you.
Just like the old man said, if there's nobody there, it's good manners to jump right in.
Even so, that's not...
However, the water is good.
What does it feel like?
The temperature is very pleasant.
So like I've been saying, it's just a bath.
Look, my wounds are closing as we speak.
wow. So what that man was saying, it wasn't entirely wrong, it looks like.
Yes. Now that I'm in here, I don't think I ever want to leave.
Right, my turn then.
And Ouroboros was never heard from again.
Oi, what's wrong with you? Everybody get in.
Huh?
My word, I'm healing in places I didn't even know I had. Aren't you coming in? The water's fine.
But I,
I'm coming back to life. Not that I was dead or anything.
Would I have to strip down?
Oh, right. The old man, he did say there's a proper way for getting in the water.
But I mean... right here.
Hey, guys, where's your sense of culture? Get in already. You don't want it getting cold.
It's perfect for healing your wounds after a grueling battle.
but, Commander,
You can be hopeless. Eunie, boot him in already, will ya?
Roger that.
now wait here a minute, Eunie. I never said I was going in!
I don't think he had a choice.
Spark, why did it have to end like this?
Taion, it's a good experience for you. It wasn't so bad, was it?
Well, now that you ask.
Yeah, taking a dip wasn't bad at all.
Right.
All my tiredness is just completely gone.
Did you enjoy your break?
I did. Thanks to you, I feel as if a weight's been lifted from my heart. I believed I was working for the colony, but really I was running myself into the ground.
So it was worth coming here.
It just shows that there's room in any heart to appreciate the finer things.
So
This
true.
has given me a lot to think about. At some point, I'll have to bring everyone in the colony here.
If you can make everyone fit. In a space like this, people have to take turns. The lines will get long.
Huh. Then perhaps we need to dig some more holes. We might even discover some new springs.
And you might look a little bit crazy.
You're really serious?
Once the fighting ends and people have more free time, then I might give it some serious thought. Digging a few holes shouldn't pose us too much of a challenge. We are miners after all. But wait. If we can discover many more of these spas, we could bring in people from other colonies.
Uh-oh.
Looks like you've caught the spa bug, Isurd.
Times like this are when the commander shines the brightest.
Bet you're glad we helped him, Taion.
Yes. I think he's going to be an even greater help to us now.
Shall we be off? Our next objective awaits.
Hero quest complete. The party and Isurd discovered a natural spa in the Prasa geothermal belt. It appears Isurd had a refreshing time in the process. Limits broken. Ascended. Alrighty then. Well, that is another hero quest done and dusted. I think for now I'm going to leave the episode here. On the next one we're going on our next hero quest, because I think in the next couple of minutes we will not be able to start and finish one, so we might just begin a new one in the next episode. So for now I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button. Well, subscribe, and be back next time as we go on our next hero quest. Who shall we pick then? See you then. Bye bye.
My plumage is everywhere.